Y'all ready? Handy dandy notebooks ready? Hashtag money on the table. All right, so this is Lucinda Cross. Today's topic is money on the table. We're talking about money on the table. And I think this is a topic that a lot of people shy away from. I'm not a financial expert. I am not a money coach or financial coach. But what I do realize, based on my experience and observation, is that creatives, visionaries, business owners, people who have something that they can be compensated for, leave money on the table. So we are still fresh and early and fresh in this new year. What I want you to work on is seizing the opportunity and seizing the moment. So what I realize is that a lot of people don't seize the moment. They don't see the opportunity where they can kind of bring home the money, bring home the bacon, because they're too busy looking at other things. You're looking over here when your money is over there. And then you wonder why you may walk out of a door empty-handed. We are not walking out of any doors in 2016 empty-handed. Yes? Do you agree? So 2016, we are not going to walk into doors and leaving empty-handed. We have to have something in our hands that can lead us to becoming financially better, right? So we participate in a lot of things that help us to become spiritually better and emotionally better. We get motivated, rah, rah, rah. Yeah, I'm hyped up. I'm ready to pursue my goals. But in all honesty, it hurts when you're not financially where you want to be, or even see an opening for some money. I don't care what people tell you. They may say, you know what? I don't do this for the money. I do this for the love of God. At the end of the day, the money, and we're not saying that money is the root of all evil. What I'm saying is that the finances, when you're able to get paid what you're worth and paid for the things that you do, there's a different kind of confidence that you walk around with. There's a different kind of aura that you carry, because money allows you to do other things that you normally wouldn't have done. For example, for me, I can't say money is my motivator. My children are my motivator, because I don't want them. The reason why I do what I do is because I don't want them to struggle the way I had to struggle, or the way I've seen my brothers struggle. So therefore, part of our struggle was financial struggle. We had a lot of love. But guess what? The rent man, New York City Public Housing, didn't care about how much we loved each other. We needed some money, and mommy needed to go to work. Overtime, double time, triple time, to the point that she had no time sometime. Hello, somebody. So money affords you time, because now you're able to do things a lot quicker, a lot faster. Even you're able to live in a state of abundance. Are you identifying with this? Is this connecting with you? Because if it is, not only heart it up, but make sure you share again, because maybe somebody didn't get it. Maybe somebody's watching one of these shows and they need to really get their mind right and their money right for 2016. So this is the first quarter, and we're fresh in the first quarter. What is it? What's today? Today's the 11th. 1/1/2016. That's some good numbers right there. So let's look at the financial part of it. How do I see that you may be stepping over some money? And I'm not over here, trying to predict your future or your forecast, but I guarantee if you start to pay attention, you'll add some zeros and some commas to your bottom line before the first quarter is over. If you listen to at least something I say, if you allow something I say and you begin to implement, you will add a comma and a zero. And I'm not charging you for this. And I know what I'm worth. So here's the thing. Have you put out, if you're speakers, those who are speakers, raise your hand. You're a speaker. You're a speaker. Public speaker, motivational speaker, transformational speaker, preacher, teacher, whatever it is that you do. You open your mouth, you spread a word, you share your message. If you're a speaker, have you put together your image to share that you're available for speaking events, especially if you're a woman for Women's History Month? Have you done that? Have you sent out emails to individuals to say, hey, I'm available to speak? Is your image out there right now? If I go to your Facebook page right now, if I go to your Instagram page right now, these are for the speakers who are not on high demand, right? Those, if you know your calendar is not full, I don't care if it's a free engagement or a paid engagement. Why? Because sometimes you may say, you know what, this is free, I'm not going to do this. But guess what? That free engagement has so many opportunities for another set of opportunities for the next quarter. So if you're a speaker, you may be leaving money on the table if you are not putting out your, I'm available to speak. These are my topics. I'm available to speak at colleges, high schools, at-risk youth detention centers if you're a youth speaker. I'm available to speak at women's ministries, Women History Month. I have topics on that. I'm available to speak at women's organizations, women empowerment, feminism, women who are millennials. So are you putting it out at least the top 5 targets that you can go out and speak at so people can say, wait a minute, I know somebody. This allows you to be top of mind. If you haven't done that, you just left about maybe $20,000 on the table, right? Just maybe. So you can clean that up for first quarter if you position yourself right. If you take the time tonight and you begin to Google your industry and say, as a speaker, let me go out there and see who has events coming up in 2016 that your message fits right in. Okay. Now, as a product developer, if you have a product, I have a product. I have a book. I have some cups, some t-shirts. I have some stickers. I have candles that I make. I have soap. I have body stuff, hair creams, weave. I don't care. Closures, whatever it is, right? If you have products, you may be leaving money on the table if you are not already promoting for February, which is all about love. Everybody knows February is about love, whether you celebrate Valentine's Day or not, whether you have a Valentine or not. Guess who's my Valentine? TD Bank and Wells Fargo. Oh yeah, I love them. I love them oh so much. They'll be getting chocolates, candies, flowers from me and all of that, right? And so that's who I want to see on Valentine's Day. I want to be able to, that check that I'm about to deposit, that right there is love. Oh, that's sweet love. Yeah. Oh, I could remember that dance you used to do back in the days, you rubbing your own back. I don't know if y'all know about them house parties or roller skating, but you used to sit there like, oh yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about taking it all the way to the bank. So if you have a product, where's your images? Start putting your images together of your products and put it out there for Love Month so that these boyfriends and husbands and girlfriends and wives can begin to say, you think of your product as something that they can give away for the month of February or for Women's History Month or for what holidays is coming up, right? So feeding off of what's happening in first quarter, can you begin to bundle and package your stuff up? Can you put together a demonstration event? An event where you just have your products out there and it's just a demonstration. Can you promote parties, right? People, this is a new year. Guess what's happening? Those in the entertainment industry, those who does parties and weddings and event planning, raise your hand. Here's the time. Every year, somebody's getting married. Somebody's having a conference, somebody's child is having a birthday, somebody's having an anniversary. So you need to be putting out there that you have special anniversary packages if you have an anniversary in the first quarter. If you have an anniversary before March 30th or March 31st, you can get $100 off by going to www. Or we having a special assessment. Or if you're having a conference or you're having a wedding, those who are interested in having a wedding and you're looking for a wedding planner, you can have a whole demonstration expo. But guess who's doing all the exhibitions? You're exposing all your stuff. So you say, hey, you're invited to this free expo. This free expo is for everybody who's planning a wedding for 2016. I want you to come on down to such and such street, and there you can set up the room with different table settings, different invitations, different cards, all kinds of things. Even invite some of your vendors, the people that you work with, have your photographer there, and have them, you know how exclusive that is, and have them come for free and have them sit down, write their name. Guess what? Before they even attend, they're putting their email address, their wedding day inside the opt-in form. You know what an opt-in form is, right? And it has where it's put your name, put your email address, and you can ask several other questions. So you can say, what's your name? What's your email? When's your wedding or when's your anniversary? Where do you live? And guess what? Have them come to you, to your location, bringing their girls and saying, you know what? Hey, wine and cheese on me. You know, wine and appetizers, hors d'oeuvres on me. We're going to give you, come to this expo, and it's going to be loaded with all of your team and all of the vendors that you trust. And they come there and they just get loved on. They get ideas about their wedding, and everybody walks away with a wedding package, a wedding kit, right? But guess who has a better chance of being hired? Guess who has a better chance of being hired by serious individuals? Yeah. So I think these are really cool things. So whether you're a service provider, product developer, speaker, a coach, begin to put together and let people know that you are open for business. What I don't see is people sharing that they're open for business, who they're helping and why. They're not sharing that they're open. I'm available to speak. And this is, I'm available for commencements. I'm available for graduations. When do you think they start looking for speakers for graduation? You think they start looking in June? No, they start looking now. Let them start wrestling over the budget and what they're going to pay you to come in. Contact some colleges, contact some universities, contact some community schools, contact some, get your voice out there, contact some business development centers. Let people know I'm open for business. Your banner should be, you could create this on canva.com. You could go to fiverr.com and get somebody to create this. Put it on Instagram, put it on Twitter, put it on Facebook, put it on Pinterest, put it on LinkedIn. It has to be a consistent level every now and then that people know how they can do business with you. Does that support you? All I'm asking you to do is let people know how to do business with you and what you have coming up. What can they expect? Instead of just automatically receiving an invitation from Facebook, which they receive 20 or 30 of those probably an hour or a day, you can make it personal by saying, this is who I speak for, because you're not thinking about your followers and friends who've been with you for the past umpteenth years and never bought anything. You're thinking about the people they know, because what happens, God will begin to align people up, and guess who comes to mind? You have to be the first in mind. If you are out of sight, out of mind, and when you're out of mind, guess who's not getting paid? Guess who's going to get paid? The person who just posted their information to say that they're available. It's as simple as that. I think sometimes we make this whole money thing hard. And you know why we make it hard? Because we fall into procrastination, perfectionism. I don't have time. No, you do have time. If you don't have time for money and wealth and abundance, then fine. But if you do have time to expose yourself, what you do, you know what you carry is powerful. You know what you've created is worth it. Put it out there. Put it out there. Yeah? So out of sight, out of mind, and out of money. Yes, Dr. Jen. Out of sight, out of mind, and out of money. If you are not seen, if your products is not seen, if your voice is not heard, then guess who's going to be broke for the first quarter, or even maybe just enough. You want to get out of the land of just enough and not enough and move into the land of more than enough, then I advise you, as the chief activator, as your accountability partner, as your captain, as I say, right? To get out there and say something. What's that song? Say what you want to say. Yeah, just let it out, please. Please. Please do it. It's the thing is, it's not so much who knows you, it's who don't know you. That's the people you want to reach. You want to reach those who don't know you. I love it when I'm in a room of people and I say, and Robin will ask, Robin will say, who knows about the Activate movement? It's nice when a lot of hands raised, but it's even more, it lights my fire when it's more hands that are not raised and they're like, I haven't heard of her. I haven't heard of her. And there's a lot of hands that's like, I haven't heard of her, right? that to me is amazing because it exposes me to a different audience. Now I'm able to tap one who's able to tap into another 10, who's able to tap into another 100, right? And so I'm constantly stirring my pot of wealth, constantly just stirring my pot of wealth, right? Because what happens is the same old people who's been there for years end up getting to the bottom of the pan and they kind of get burnt out. And I don't like burnt rice. You like burnt rice? When they get to the bottom, those grains, the people who, you know, I'm down for my day ones. But what happens is they get so comfortable with your message and your products and your services, especially if you're not reinventing yourself. They become like the bottom of the pan, that rice. So guess what happens when you start to get cooking and your flame gets high because you are hot like fire? They burn. They the first to burn. So you kind of want to keep your pot mixing. Keep the oldies with the newbies. Keep them mixed in together. Keep everybody on their toes. So as your fire gets hot and you in your groove and you in your sweet spot and you in the magazines and you getting clients and you speaking here and there and you know, you're just doing amazing work and you're feeling good about what you do because your bank account is looking nice. You're not dealing with burnt rice anymore. Burnt rice smells burnt. You know what happens with burnt rice? You ever had burnt rice? It makes the rice at the top or the rice in the middle smell funny. So the burnt rice will start to affect the ones that's not even cooked yet. And so you got to be careful. And this is why I'm and when you start to pull in and get this money funnel, this train going with your finances, you begin to see that everything is cooked at the right temperature. Nobody's burnt. The burnt ones is not messing with the smell, you know, the new rice. And so everybody mixes in. Everybody mixes in. So is this not good for you? Did you learn something today? Did you get activated? Are you ready to get that money tomorrow? You ready to make some of those phone calls tomorrow? I want you to write down at least 10 people you know you need to call or email. 3 of those people you need to call. 3 of those people you need to email. 3 of those people you need to send a follow-up message to. And the last person is you need to talk to God. So out of that 10, 1 is God. The other 9 is actual folks that you need to go out there and reach out to and say, hey, you purchased my products in 2015. I'd love to send you a sample. And I would like to know, do you have 3 other referrals? You know, hey, I would love to send you a package. I'm running a special for the first quarter. I'm running a special for February, for the month of February. You know, and I would love to share it with you and your friends. Hey, you know, I'm doing this. I would love to invite you out because you've supported me in 2015. You know, would love your support. Would you mind just sharing this one message instead of them just receiving out of the blue invitation to be a part, you know, on Facebook? Let's make it personal because money is personal. Money is personal. It is. And money loves speed. So the longer you take, the longer you wait. That's guaranteed. All right, I sound like I'm a rap star. The longer you take, the longer you wait. The longer you take, the longer you wait. But no, seriously, this is your captain speaking. I want you to continue to share this message. Share the scope out. I'm going to keep the scope. I'm going to send it on YouTube as well. But share the scope so other people can learn as well. We want people to get wealth because if they get wealth, you get wealth. And we just continue to recycle. MC Lucinda, no. But let's get this money. Yes? Money, power, respect. Yes. I'm not saying that's the only thing you need in life, but I'm saying it feels good when you have it. Makes you feel good, keeps your confidence up. Let's go get it. You deserve it. You deserve it. You do. You deserve an extra 10,000 in January. Don't you think? And that's just small numbers. All right. I'll see you tomorrow.